there's been so much misinformation about Rasta, and as time goes on, Rasta gets fuzzier and fuzzier to the mainstream world. And they have all these misconceptions about Rasta. And yet there's this reverence for Rasta, but at the same time there's no commitment to the ancestral history and culture that has brought this country. So what I'm saying is that there's so much, we need to come, if possible, and if you agree, we'd like to come back and invigorate people's respect and understanding of the culture.
Because the thing is, 5 years ago, 2015, the government is asking the question, who is Rastafari?
Oh my goodness.
And now, of course, as the economic reopening of the United States and many other places as well, but we'll focus here on this side of the shores, just for all intents purposes, and actually expand our viewpoint as we move along. But here coming from Forbes, entitled DoD, or the US DoD, the Department of Defense travel restrictions lifted for some states. That's the entitlement coming from a one Jeff Whitmore, written June 9th of 2020. Reads on as follows. The Pentagon has announced that it is lifting its travel restrictions for installations that meet a list of criteria, even though there have been more confirmed cases of COVID-19 or coronavirus among members. So far, 38 states, Washington, D.C., and 5 countries, Bahrain, Belgium, Germany, the UK, and Japan, all meet the criteria. The Department of Defense, or the DoD travel ban lift, means that service members may travel between these approved locations without needing permission. On March 13, 2020, the DoD issued travel restrictions that apply to all DoD civilian and uninformed personnel and their family members. These DoD travel restrictions include restricting travel outside of the area they are stationed, putting temporary assignment movement on hold, holding on deployments, holding on leave, pausing on official travel at any permanent change of stations. This ban was set to expire in mid-May, but it was extended until June 30th, 2020. At the end of May, the ban went from a stop order to an order based on conditions at installations. To be cleared for travel, 2 conditions must be met, according to the Department of Defense. First, travel without restriction must be in alignment with state and regional criteria. This should be following the White House's Opening Up America plan. Second, officials will need to follow the guidance from the Department of Health and Human Services, as well as the Centers for Disease Control, or the CDC, and Prevention. Areas that have been cleared for travel should be seeing a decline of new coronavirus cases over 2 weeks. They also shouldn't have a shelter-in-place order or other travel restrictions in effect. Additionally, schools and daycares should be available, as well as moving services. Medical treatment facilities shouldn't be overwhelmed, and testing for COVID-19 or coronavirus should be possible. Members in states and countries that do not meet these criteria must continue to ask for waivers. Waivers are considered for essential travel in emergencies, permanent change of stations, and deployment or redeployment. Travel in these places will vary according to local travel restrictions and by a review of individual cases from commanders. The Department of Defense, or the DoD, will continue to assess these situations and in these places to determine when the DoD travel ban can be lifted. States with the DoD travel restrictions remain as of June 8th, 2020. The following states have not been cleared for travel: California, Florida, Michigan, Minnesota, New Hampshire, New Jersey, North Carolina, Ohio, Pennsylvania, Vermont, Virginia, and Wisconsin. According to the Department of Defense, as of June 7, 2020, there are 10,822 cases confirmed of COVID-19 among military, civilian, dependent, and contractor personnel. The Navy has the most cases at 2,608, followed by the Army, 1,896. The Army has seen a 31% increase in COVID-19 coronavirus cases since the end of May.